Happy New Year. What's going on?
Oh man, how are you? How's New Year's for you guys?
Good. And I'm probably lagging, huh?
Yeah, quite a bit.
Damn it.
Okay, New Year, same computer. No big deal.
Yeah. New one will come soon.
Yeah, it'll be fine. The good thing is we can hear you at all times. You may stop moving, but we can hear you.
I mean, we can do more screen grabs, right?
Oh yeah.
When I stop moving.
That's still my favorite. My favorite screen grab of all time. Let me see if I can.
Oh, I guess you can pull it up.
Do you have it? Oh yeah, here you go.
Yeah. Dickheads.
It's so amazing.
Dickheads.
Oh man. So
Did you get drunk last night?
Not really. I mean, my wife kicked my ass at a beer pong, but we don't play beer pong like normal people. We put water in the cups, and then just if someone takes two, you take a sip of liquor because I don't know. I like beer. It just gives you that gut rot. So,
wow. Hey, this guy. We both clicked on the same one. This guy knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. I mean,
listen. If it's not a race,
best 3 seconds of her life. Okay.
Hey, so, I mean, life's a race. So,
yeah,
first, you're last.
So, New Year.
Oh man, it's been a year.
I mean, COVID's gonna stop now, right?
Yeah, still a bit early, but maybe.
Maybe in a couple days.
Did you see that thing where the COVID or the nurse in Colorado was giving out vaccines that he purposely left out at room temperature of the Pfizer vaccine, which ended up expiring and being literally useless?
So why would people do that?
Well, I mean, it seems rather malicious of them, but
yeah, why do people do stuff like this? Just do the right thing.
I think it's the same reason that people hurt children and people and all the other sorts. So I don't know, but it's just that mental of maybe being in power type, or maybe that person was a nurse and they just decided, fuck the man and this vaccine, it doesn't exist or whatever. Who knows? But yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's just dumb. I don't like that at all. You got to be some type of psychopath or something not mentally right with you to do something like that.
Yeah, and I mean, thankfully, it didn't seem to hurt those individuals. I mean, they had to go back for a second round anyway. So
so now they're going to be back for a third round, right?
Yeah, I mean, they got a shot. He didn't really hurt anybody, but had that been a once-all, be-all vaccine, that would have been bad because they would have went out licking windows thinking that they're immune, right? So
yeah, that's awful, man. I didn't hear about that. And then the new strain, right?
Oh, dude, the new strains are going to pop. They've been popping up it seems like almost every quarter. It seems like we have a new strain. And I don't know.
That's crazy that they mutate that fast. I'm assuming that's from mutation. I don't know. Doc Joe will probably know better than I do.
Yeah, we should probably field any questions after this. We'll have Doc on after a couple weeks.
Yeah. Have him answer some more questions.
Oh, I'm sniffly still. Sorry, guys. I'm just getting over not COVID, but just general sick again.
Oh, wow. You taking some medicine for that?
Yeah, I mean, docs, they're like, oh, here, we'll give you a breathing treatment and this and that. I'm like, nah, give me a Z-Pack and a big bottle of cough syrup. And I was joking. They gave me a big bottle. Like, my wife I put it in the cabinet. She was like, what is this thing? Like, that's cough syrup, man.
It's daddy's juice, huh?
Yeah. Now, I got the first. So for those of you that don't know, I do the whole health and safety, occupational health at work. And as soon as I started feeling bad, I woke up that morning and knew something was wrong. So I went and got a COVID test and a flu test and a strep test and all the basic contagious diseases, because at my office, at least, COVID is not the only thing we have to worry about. We don't want anybody getting sick. So I had a whole run of tests done, and they decided it was a very extreme level of bronchitis. So like a true man, I took my medicine, smoked my cigarettes, drank my whiskey, and went back to work. So
sounds like the right way to do it.
Wasn't it Wisconsin? I think it was Colorado. Unless there could be more than one, man. I saw that a guy in Aurora was where I saw it, that he's in prison. Like, he's been arrested. They didn't just go away. Like, he's fucked. Who's a Joe Rogan?
Yeah. It's probably Joe Rogan. How am I Asian Joe Rogan?
I didn't know.
I'm not bald.
No, but no, he's talking about your image with your camera is pretty fucking solid.
Okay.
Yeah,
thank you, I guess.
I mean, I feel like that's a compliment. If Joe Rogan is watching, just you can come on whenever you want.
Yeah, I don't think Joe Rogan's watching.
He could be one of the 19 people.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure. I'll bet a lot of money that he's not watching.
If Joe Rogan is watching, I will take my shirt off.
You're gonna take your shirt off anyway.
And my pants.
Mm.
Poor Jason. Just fucking type too fast, and now for the rest of his life, we're gonna call him Joe Rogan. All right, so
production value.
You guys do anything interesting for 2020? Do you have, or 2021 rather, I guess you'd say? Did you eat your cabbage and black-eyed peas, or do you do that kind of stuff?
Generally, we just eat with family. That's I guess, our tradition. There might be some deeper tradition that I don't know about, but I just eat with family. Other than that, there's no like special weird things that I'm aware of. It's probably that whatever tradition it is, it probably got lost on me. I probably broke the whole lineage of that because I was never really paying attention to that.
Yeah, we did the black-eyed peas this year. I made my attempt just to do it, but superstitions aren't really my thing.
I've never had black-eyed peas. It's just peas.
Yeah, they're just like dirty peas. It's the best way. Like dirt, like peas with a little bit of earth. They're not bad. I don't mind them.
Okay. Your wife didn't like it, huh?
No. So 3 of the kids didn't like it. 2 of them seemed not mind it. One was just shoveling in her face, but she'll eat anything. So I could have fed her dog shit.
Which one is that? The youngest one?
Second to youngest. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you got an infant right now.
She doesn't care. But yeah, so we heard a superstition today. We talked about there's apparently, and don't get me wrong, this sounds like the most womanist fucking superstition on the planet, but apparently there's this thing going around these mom groups where women believe that you can't do laundry on the first day of the year because you will wash away a family member. Like somebody's going to die within that year if you do laundry that year.
I did a lot of laundry today.
Well, it sounds like a whole bunch of women are hungover and don't want to do their jobs, if you ask me. But nonetheless, we didn't do laundry this year because Lord knows somebody dies. Guess what? It's going to be because he did laundry.
Yeah, I washed my clothes. So looks like I'm washing me away, huh?
Yeah, I put bacon in them and it still wasn't good. But I ate them. Where's that one that went? Diet Pepsi. Yes, I have Cokes in the back of my truck, but there was, I don't know, man. Times are tough, right? So I bought Diet Pepsi.
Whatever's on sale, right?
Yeah, Diet Pepsi's cheaper.
Wow. Any New Year's resolutions for you?
No. Just make 2021 better than 2020. That's about it.
I mean, I don't know if that's possible. I have a feeling it's not going to be any better.
So many people. Wait.
My wife didn't do laundry in 2020 and everyone fucking died. I guess she's responsible for COVID.
I guess he assumes that out of the 19 people, his wife isn't one of the ones watching, but don't worry. Don't worry, Jason. Let me take another one just to make sure.
Take a screenshot, send it to his wife.
You never know.
Yeah, no big deal.
Wife.
A little blackmail.
Yeah. I remind him on occasion.
Yeah, that's funny.
No, what about you? Do you have anything you want to improve on or change?
I probably just want to, like every year, I just need to work out more, like how I did before kids.
Man.
like 6 days a week before kids, after kids, 2 if I'm lucky.
I mean, you got to realize 2 days a week is still pretty solid, right? Like you understand that.
Yeah, but still, I feel like it's not enough.
Yeah, I get it. We need to go back on some hikes again is what we need to do. It's just too fucking cold up there.
Yeah, well, you'll be here. Are you coming Monday?
No, somebody else is coming up Monday now, but I will be coming after that. So we had, I don't know if you guys saw, it was all over the news down here. We had winter hit Texas.
So you had like a couple snowflakes on the ground?
No, we had 4 to 5 foot drifts on the ground, like over on the shoulders, which is not.
You mean it got pushed by the snowplow?
Oh, yeah, not 45. I think we had 9 inches of snow, but the problem was the 2 to 3 inches the day before melted and then froze, so it was just ice.
Oh, nice.
And
nice.
then 6-7 inches on top of that in West Texas. We don't have snowplows and equipment. I mean, we don't.
Right.
There were some people stuck on I-20 for like 14, 15 hours.
Wow.
Like it was, you take 2 inches of ice and stack 9 inches of snow on that. That's
right.
Pretty bad.
Yeah. If you're not used to driving on that, it's pretty brutal.
Yeah. And even if you are, it's like these 18-wheelers couldn't make it up the hills out here. Mm-hmm. So it was bad. But
so I have a funny story. Last week we had some rain and then it snowed. So it froze over just like what you're saying. Yeah. And up about, I want to say 20 miles, I was told that a box truck flipped over. The box truck was carrying a load of brisket.
No.
Brisket was everywhere on the median.
It's cold though.
Yeah, it's cold. So it's still good. Yeah.
I'd be pissed.
I don't know what happens there. Does the highway or the highway department or whatever pick that up and take it away, or do they bring another truck to try and salvage that?
I know Wyoming is very similar to Texas in that if a truck of brisket rolled over, that shit would be on Facebook so fast. Just every honky in their truck would be loading brisket up on the side of the highway and taking it home. It's like if a beer truck flipped. Like,
yeah. I wanted to drive up there to try and grab some, but I think the highway patrol had it kind of cordoned off, so you can't even get close to it.
It doesn't. Well, it's brisket. I mean, and to be honest, I know, all jokes aside, like a brisket truck flipping over, you're talking an average on the low end of a $40 to $50 cut of beef for each brisket. So
yeah,
probably quite tens of thousands of dollars in that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if I was the cleanup crew, I'd be like, oh, this might be going in my truck.
It'd be like one of those things where this random guy found 58 pounds of cocaine on the beach. It's like, 58. You sure there wasn't 60? But
there's only 2 briskets that were on the ground on the highway, but the other like 200s in the back of this guy's truck.
That's what I would do. Hey, so this random thought just came in my mind. Jason, you're watching this. Has anybody tried to fry a brisket like they do turkeys? Because I've never even heard of that. I bet it'd be awful, but
you would have to do some type of breading, right?
No, turkey you just season and dip in the oil, like with
That's true. That's true.
I don't know, Jason, if you're still watching, if your wife hasn't murdered you for the laundry comment, let us know, because now I want to fry okay. He said bro, which means it's a bad idea. We'll just move on. Move on to the next subject.
Bad idea or a phenomenal idea?
Bad. What? It's
what?
good.
It's a thing, huh? Oh man, deep fried brisket's a thing. Might have to try that.
Yeah, now I'm gonna have to. I do it frozen, right? That's how you're supposed to do it.
No, I would defrost it first, because otherwise it's gonna be pretty weird.
It's a joke. It's gonna blow up if it's frozen.
Yeah.
No, air fryer. It's not the same thing. And number one, I don't have an air fryer that's this big. Number two, it's not the same. All right, but anyway, so. Let's move on so no New Year's resolutions. You're going to try to go back to the gym, which is, I think that's awesome. I'm not. So I hate the fucking gym so much. Unless I was going to put one in my garage, which I wouldn't use. I don't know. See activity with people trying to work out, which is embarrassing enough. But
well, when you grunt louder than others, then they don't care.
maybe that's what.
You just gotta be loud.
Maybe my whispers are creeping people out, and that's why they're always.
Yeah. You bench right next to them. They're like, oh yeah.
Yeah, that.
That's a little creepy, man. Don't be doing that.
What the fuck? I hate Facebook so much. Another member violation in another group. Literally, it's. I know this is not on topic, but it's a podcast. Who fucking cares?
Sure.
Looking for a clip-on thermal to sit in front of a Vortex Diamondback Tactical 6-24. Now, we're not going to harp on that. But what is wrong with that post? That's not. There's no guns. There's no ammo. There's no. It's a. Maybe they flagged it because it's a Vortex Diamondback. Do you think that's what it is?
Maybe. I mean, they probably know the
Facebook.
models of all the scopes.
Facebook is making fun of the pores now, or no?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, probably. Maybe that is a good ban. Maybe that is a good violation. Get out of there. Don't use the Vortex Diamondback.
If that's their reason, I actually understand. I appreciate that, but I don't think that's it.
No, I don't think so either. Speaking of crappy things, what about crappy gun purchases? Ever had one of those?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think.
What's your number one purchase that you thought was going to be awesome, and then it ended up being just
Are we talking like 6, 7, 8 years ago or recent?
Doesn't matter.
So 6, 7, 8 years ago, I think I bought a Para double stack 1911.
2011.
No. 1911. It's their little short fat one. It's a 1911. This was way before 2011s came out. Para made a. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I thought I was getting a smoking deal on it and bought it and just got fucking raped. But
not good, huh?
No, I mean recently I haven't made any bad ones with the guidance of you guys and everybody else, but I mean I don't know. What about you?
Well, my sort of expensive purchase that I regret was the PS90. That thing, I mean, it brought back that memory when I saw a post the other day, or was it yesterday, about talking about PS90s. I'm like, yeah, that one. Yeah, Gary Hughes was talking about it, right? Yeah, he's like, I'm like, you're right. This is true. And I have it with me. So I thought I shot it, right? I think I have 2 mags through this. First mag was unsuppressed.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, it's recoil is kind of hard for what it is because it's just basically like a hopped up version 22, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, all right, let's SBR this thing and let's suppress it to make it better, right? No, it's not better. It's still garbage.
Well, and let's remember that before the whole 2020 bullshit, it was still $2-3 to fucking shoot that thing. Not literally, but it was expensive to shoot with a very iffy round. Like, what are you going to kill with that? I mean,
right? Unless you have the law enforcement rounds where it actually penetrates.
Yeah,
this thing's kind of whatever.
Yeah,
it's not that great. I have 2 mags through this.
There's so many grips.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, what do you do?
Do it. Do it. Desktop it.
Desktop,
do it.
desktop.
Do it. That's all your finger want to do it.
There you go. Desktop.
So, okay, some guys are saying this the sub 2000s.
Yeah, that thing's a hunk of shit too.
Yeah, but if you're just buying that to like throw into the seat of a pickup or whatever, and I know the guys are going to go, oh, fucking whatever, but I shot one of those for quite a while. Not as it wasn't my be all end all gun. I think that's the conversation we need to have is that remember, just because you own something does not mean that's the only thing you own.
Right.
I think that's the argument that happens on the internet a lot of times because people don't understand. It's like, yeah, I bought this. Is it my nicest gun? No. Is it my favorite? No. But does it have a place? Yeah. I mean, it's not the argument we have is constantly like, oh, well, that thing will malfunction when you need it the most. I plan on having another gun there in case that happens. But
Right.
if somebody could make a like a sub 2000 style folder type carbine, I guess you'd call it, and make it
Right.
into something good, they'd be millionaires.
So when I first shot the sub 2000, I thought it was a piece of junk because just the amount of recoil over a small 9mm round
Yeah,
is
that's
insane.
fair. That's fair.
And then I took it apart to see what the hell is going on. And the bolt on it is just heavy and gigantic.
Yeah.
So that's where all the recoil is coming from. So they need to figure out something to lower the recoil with like a spring or something instead of that massive amount of a bolt.
You know what they're going to say, though,
It's
right?
really, really bad.
They're going to say that you guys are bitching about 9mm.
Right. And I am bitching about 9mm because if I can shoot it with a handgun and no issue and the recoil is so minimal on a handgun, why can't that happen on a gun that shoulders?
Okay, so that's fair. Now my preferred one, if I'm going to go Keltec, I'm going to go Roni, and I know that those are frowned upon in a lot of places, but for me, I can shove a Glock, turn it into a little carbine deal,
Right.
and
Right.
I don't have to worry about reliability because the Glock is doing the driving, right? So I don't know. I kind of like that weird shit. I don't own many of them, but
Mhm.
I'm not saying that if I'm going to go out and tomorrow the apocalypse hits of 2021 and I'm not grabbing the Roni to go with me, but
Right.
it's cool to have.
I've never actually shot one of those or tried one, so
I mean, it's just
I'll have
take
to
a
go one
Glock
day.
and reduce all the recoil. Like it's all gone pretty much. I mean, it's just
Because you're shouldering it, right?
yeah. I mean, you're just shoving it up a fucking big brace, basically.
Right.
But
Right.
it has its place. I mean, it's cool. It's something else. It's the one thing I haven't tried is the what is that brace that folds into the slide of the Glock?
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
You can like shoulder it, kind of.
Yeah.
That's I've never tried one, so I can't talk shit. But it's
I haven't
very
either.
delicious.
I haven't either. I mean, I'll shoot it. I'll try it once. But I'm not gonna buy it to try it. But I have done that before. I bought a lot of things to try
Yeah,
and
that's the
have
problem.
regretted it.
Yeah, like that. What is it? The rare breed FTS 15 I posted today on Review the Pew.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, I know I've owned maybe 2 binary triggers, and all I did was buy them just because they existed. I've tried one in buddy's guns, but I'm never dropping one in mine. But this thing is, I don't know. It doesn't seem like a piece of shit. It really doesn't.
I was looking on the video. I think Big Daddy Unlimited posted a video today about it.
Yeah.
I watched it. It looked okay because it was not a binary, but it forces a reset.
Right. Yeah. It's a forced reset.
It forces a reset on you, so you just got to pull every single time. You just keep pulling, and that's what causes the fast action.
Yeah, but when you feel the trigger, this is not a cheap device by any standard. I mean, this thing has no fucking play. It has no play anywhere. It is. I mean, this is not cheap by any.
So who makes that? Strike Industries? No, not Strike. Spike.
Oh.
Spike's Tactical.
I don't know. Mine just says Rare Breed.
Oh, maybe it's an offshoot.
I don't know, but
or a company of someone else that works at Spike's Tactical.
So essentially, this is where the happiness would be.
Yeah.
But all it does is, like you said, is when this cocks back, this locks and forces a reset back on it quicker. I mean, I don't know. I'll try. I have a couple. I'm going to try one to try it. I mean, I want to actually try it, but my expectation was extremely low when I saw those, and I bought a couple just to see. I did not expect anything, and when I got it in, I was like, "Oh, holy shit! This is not. This does not feel cheap." So,
yeah.
it's 5 pounds, but that's expected, right? In something like this. So
Yeah, I mean, if you think it's good after trying it, I'll think about buying one.
yeah, dude, if you can fucking find them, because when they came out, I bought a few just to see, and then I
I think
figured
Big Daddy has them now.
do they? Okay, cool. Because I was gonna say I need to buy a couple more because everybody on Review the Pew is bitching about not getting one. I want to review the next one, but I'm worried because I still want to try one. And when I say try, I mean I want to try the shit out of it. But
Yeah, and you're gonna like blow a couple mags, and there goes $100. Oh, it's out of stock on Big Daddy.
everything is out of stock. Yeah, I mean, dude, it doesn't surprise me because the videos have been circulating now. You know, Big Tex Outdoors, they shared the. This went from a very fuddalicious type trigger to now all of a sudden a lot of these people like them. So,
after seeing how it works, I'm okay with it.
yeah, I mean, it's extreme. It's ingenious. I don't care if it.
I'm surprised no one else thought of it before.
Hey, they have a patent on it. Says it right on the back.
Because it's forcing that reset, so you just every time it resets on you, you just pull.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, I mean it's pretty cool. I'm interested to try it. I don't like you said, every time you pull the trigger, it's what you're gonna dump a mag in a few seconds, so you're like 40, $50, but
yeah, so that I saw them do a test, and they did 10 rounds with a semi-auto trigger on a race gun. It was like 1.8 seconds for 10 rounds, and with the with this rare breed trigger, it was like 1.3. I want to say, which is pretty crazy. I like it. Especially if you need to dump some rounds for fun. I guess that's okay. But for me, I don't like just dumping rounds.
Yeah, it's very hard. I mean, I want to try it just on a target, and then I want to try it on a group of pigs. And after that, I'll probably be done. That's probably all I need to do. I just want to get in a big, heavy group and just
you double tap a pig. That'd be pretty sweet.
It happened.
Yeah. What about coyote? I guess you can do it on a coyote too, huh?
So we did the whole full auto thing. Now, mind you, that wasn't really fair because it was from a helicopter, but we did the full auto deal on a coyote, and I hit it. I have a video of that somewhere. But
oh shit!
It's number one, it's not easy to hit a coyote from a helicopter.
Right. It's running like crazy, huh?
Yeah, and number two, it's not easy to hit them with full auto. And we were at that point towards the end of our hunt, so we were just wasting the ammo that we paid for, right? So,
yeah.
But it could work. It's just usually it's just a one click type thing on a coyote. But I'd be interested to try it. I'd give it a shot.
Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome. I'm interested to see.
Wasn't rare breed an offshoot of Spikes that made the Spartan helmet lowers? Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. I'm sort of remembering a little bit about it.
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't follow that stuff too close, and it's not. I mean, I think I've insulted Spikes enough. That's not an insult to them. It's just I don't really watch it that close.
Yeah. I think I still own one upper from Spikes.
Yeah, I mean, they have a place, and guess what? Right now, Spikes shit is not cheap because they're the only thing left on the shelf.
My complete Spikes upper is a rare one. I want to say it's a rare one. It's a 545.
Okay, that has a cool factor.
It's 545 by 39 upper that Spikes made with their. It was actually a nickel boron bolt carrier group too that they provided.
I mean,
not the best, but back then I don't think they knew any better, right?
No, because that
was a long time ago,
years and years ago.
Yeah,
that was not yesterday. So
I bought it used off of the gun store because they didn't want it. They had no use for it, so they sold it to me for a pretty good price. Yeah, and it didn't seem like there were many rounds through it, and bought it, and I think I shot a couple mags through it and put it away.
I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you would have talked to me, 3-4 years ago, I probably would dog Spikes kind of into the fucking ground. But there are limitations to that. I mean, there's I don't want to say I'm opening my mind to spikes because I bet your fucking ass I'm not going to own a lower or anything. But those, I mean, the 545, I would buy if I could find one. I would buy a 545 upper in though, just to have it. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, look who's here!
Look at the king.
He reminded me. It's not from him, but he reminded me that I had to put something on today because my wife's probably not going to wear it. Check this out.
Okay.
Whoops. Showcasing Phil. Now, mind you, this was sent for my wife, but it doesn't matter. Check this thing out.
Oh, that can be like a tube top for you.
Dude, it could be a dress for me. It's a fucking legitimate ass, like cashmere. I don't know if it's handmade or not, but it looks hand stitched as fuck. It's from overseas. A buddy of mine sent it to me.
That's pretty cool, man.
So I can do the COVID and not. But it's fucking.
It's cashmere, so like during the snow, you're like using that, and it's all nice and warm.
Hell yeah, it's cashmere, man. Only the best.
Yeah.
I don't know. I dig it. It's soft.
That's cool. I like it. It's for your wife, though, huh? Looks like you just took it.
It's mine now.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. So she took all your Christmas trees down?
Yes. Yeah. And you know, that's the one good thing about her. Like, she's going to try to decorate 2-3 months ahead of time if I let her. But as soon as Christmas is over, that itch is scratched. She's taking it down.
That's awesome. I took my tree down yesterday. That was actually kind of a fun project for me and the kids. They like removing the ornaments.
Yeah. I don't know how she does it, to be honest with you, because it takes her a long time to put them up. And then it takes to pack them away, to be honest, is even longer and more brutal because guess what? She doesn't enjoy what she's doing.
Yeah.
So it kind of sucked, but it's fucking rude, Michael.
What did Michael say? I didn't see.
Kyle looks like he's about to go violate a goat. Well, if your name's Goat. Wait,
well,
Josh, I need to know what's coming after the ... Since we're talking about spikes,
we need to know about what we're talking about here.
How long do we wait?
Jason, you still have your tree up, huh? Wait a minute. I don't know anything about these.
Hey, Glenn, are you watching? Because
I don't know anything about that. But that's disturbing.
No, wait. Spikes branded Seekins rail means Seekins made the rail and put Spike's name on it.
Oh, I guess that's okay.
That's fine if that's the way. I mean,
hey, Jason, is that a live tree or a fake tree?
Yeah, that's actually a very good question. Let's start there.
If it's a live tree, chop it up and put it in the fireplace.
Yeah, or just go throw it in a ditch somewhere like everybody else. If it's a fake tree, shrink wrap the whole motherfucker and put it in your attic. It's ready for next year. Wait, what? Josh, I don't. Whatever.
Oh, he posted a question. He posted this question.
It's fake, Jason. Bruh, shrink wrap it. Like, I'm not kidding you. Take your tree. You can leave the ornaments or take them off, depending on what you want to do. Shrink wrap that thing as tight as you can. Put it trunk up. Put it in the attic. Next year, you just take it down. It's done.
There you go. Or you can still chop it up and throw it in the fire.
Yeah, or throw it in a ditch. Yeah, fake trees burn. That's true. There's something else that I wanted to talk about tonight. I can't remember. You guys can post in the comments if you have an interesting story to talk about. There's something we could talk about. Go ahead.
This is a legitimate question here. What else do you use shrink wrap for?
What do I use shrink wrap for? I don't know.
Well, I mean, what's your safe word?
Oh, fair. That's actually fair. We don't have safe words around here because we're from Texas, but if we did, that'd be a fair question. Fuck, I lost our thing, man. Now I'm a piece of shit. Well, we could talk about the we don't want to talk about too much, but let's talk about the stimulus real quick.
Like $600.
Yeah, $600 for adults and $600 for kids, but only if you made like 150 grand as a couple or this and that. So, first of all, that's cool. The weird thing that I'm seeing is all these people that around the first stimulus check,
Yeah.
we're talking about inflation and how this is going to negatively impact our economy in the long run, which I completely understand. Now they're bitching about Mitch McConnell or whatever his name is not
approving that 2,000.
Not approving 2,000 exactly. Right. You're kind of like, wait a minute, if you're bitching about getting 600 and not 2,000, but you're also bitching about inflation.
In my mind, I would be okay with the 2,000 if we remove all the extra stuff that we're spending on to foreign countries, right?
Yeah.
If we provide that to the American people versus spending it overseas for gender studies in Pakistan or whatever, you know.
I'm 100% behind that.
I'm okay with that.
I just don't think the stimulus packages in the first place are really worthy. Like, now that's not me.
Why is a bill 5,000 pages?
Yeah, dude, that's the thing. And you know, don't get me wrong. If we had received it, I'm not saying that would have changed my mind or not, but it's just the fact that you're literally printing fake money and sending it to people. Like, it's not real. Like, we don't. Sure, you can go spend it, but 5,000 page bill that hid almost $1 trillion, right?
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, only however much goes to the American public, like 600 times however many people, because that's how many billions.
I think it was like 10% of the bill went to the American.
Yeah, that's insane, right? Let's say 50% goes to COVID relief, and meaning like for medicine and whatnot. What about the rest, man? What the hell's going on with the rest?
Well, we talked about this last time, but we're basically, this bill included money that was going to China for aid, even though China had loaned us money and we're paying interest.
Yeah,
but here's aid, not payment. Here's just some
money. Right.
I don't get it, man.
Yeah, and so it's like paying your credit card company for all, I don't know, to help with their employees at the call center instead of paying your bill.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. Oh, I owe 50 grand in credit card debt, and I am like, I can't breathe underneath all this stuff. But I'm going to tip all of your employees, I don't know, $100. Like,
yeah, it's insane. I mean, if you put it that way, it's so insane.
So, okay, that's the question here: is the bill that large that they don't think people are going to read it? I think as American people, even as just general media, they've proven that they read it. My concern is that why do government officials think that the other government officials aren't going to read it? That's the scary part, is that means it's worked for decades now, right?
Right.
Let's just make it as thick as possible. And
you just bury it, right?
I don't know, man. I mean, and now you said it earlier, this whole, people don't realize that this debate is not over. They don't realize that this whole deal is not finished. So
right.
What do you do when the president's not chosen? What happens, right? You said Pelosi steps in, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, you need an interim president. I don't think you can have a vacancy.
You can't
at all. So Pelosi would be president. during the interim when we're deciding who's going to be president. Shoot, I don't know what's going to happen if she's president for, let's say, a month, 2 months. That'd be crazy.
It's terrifying, is what it is. And now,
Yeah.
we understand. The Republicans still hold the Senate, but let's remember this: Republicans are not fucking for the people either, nor are they truly for gun rights, because they have proven themselves that. So
we can safely say that politicians are not for the people.
No, not at all. I got into a Facebook argument a little bit earlier with a guy. They're talking about changing Fort Hood down south of or north of us where I am now, but north of us in Killeen.
Yeah.
Because that's named after a Confederate military item, right? So icon, rather. Well, one of the guys made a comment on this Facebook post that, oh, well, the Confederacy was for slavery and, this and this and that. And while I'm not discrediting that, I'm not saying that's not true, the North and South did not fight because of fucking slavery. That was probably the bottom of the list. It was because of all the other items that they had going on at the time, taxation and wealth and money going here and money going there. And slavery was not the driving factor behind that war, but we've all been taught that it in fact was, right? I mean, you hear the North and the South, you think of slavery and you think of Abraham Lincoln and this and that, but
that's right.
It just shows we're screwed.
I just kind of don't like the fact that we're trying to erase history. So the sky, Fort Hood, or the statues that are put up, those put up there for a reason, right? Maybe as a reminder, maybe as I don't know. It's not like something that we're proud of, right?
No, are you going to take the World War II memorial down that has every Holocaust death on there off? No, you're going to leave it.
Yeah, it's part of history, and it's part of a remembrance sort of thing. And to remove that, to try and erase it from history, is pretty disturbing.
It's ignorant, is what, and that's all this is did you watch that Death to 2020 deal?
No, I want to.
You need to. So basically, it's making fun of all sides, right? Everybody. Now, of course, it leans a little bit heavier making fun of Trump. I get it. The guy is a kind of fucking insane. But nonetheless, I forget exactly what he says on there. I'm trying to remember exactly the verbiage, but it'll come to me later. I don't remember. But Samuel L. Jackson makes a comment about how just everybody's getting fucked and the government just they just don't care. Like it doesn't matter.
So I guess Josh was talking about with all the idiot friends asking you to panic build them ARs, which it's been happening to me. What have you found in stock and suggested that you typically wouldn't buy? I don't suggest anything. That's their problem. Because I was zeroing a gun that was poorly built today. It was one of the worst things I've ever shot in my life, AR wise. I was like, this thing is a piece of junk. I don't like it. I wish I never touched it. And from today forward, I said, I'm swearing off fixing or trying to diagnose or zero or whatever guns that are not built by me, except for close friends. If people are bringing them in, I'm like, nope, don't want to touch it because it's an exercise in frustration for me. It takes too much time.
Yeah,
if I build it,
you shouldn't have to.
Yeah, and if I build it, I know it's going to be built right, and I know it's going to shoot well, and it's going to zero fine. But this one was just awful.
So that's the kicker. So if y'all don't know, Sons of Liberty has shut their doors as far as walk-in clientele. That's not just because of COVID. That's because they are a manufacturer, and they would have people walk in and go, "Hey, this don't fire," and they're like, "Yeah, no shit. I can tell you what's wrong with it just looking at the brand on the fucking lower, but let us work on it." And they'd fix it and get it running and make what, $12 for the 2 hours it took to fix it. It's not. And just the other day, a guy at my office who has never owned an AR has told me for months, "I'm ready to buy, just tell me when." I got him a Sons of Liberty. It's a basic rifle, but for like $900. Like,
Oh wow.
and I told him you could. I don't even know who was the dealer on this. It was just a Sons of Liberty. It was in stock, so I sent him the link, and he bought it. I was like, dude,
Wow.
you could run this over with your fucking car. And Mike's probably gonna fucking fix it. Now, if you do that on purpose on YouTube, will Mike fix it? Probably fucking not. But if it's a general accident, you just blow this thing up from shooting it too much.
Right.
He's gonna replace it. So
Right. Exactly.
let's see. We're at well, are we gonna take a break today or no? Are we just
Thanks,
gonna put through?
I mean, you can take a break if you need to go take a piss. I'll talk
I
to
have to
people.
pee every time at 45 to 50 minutes. I have to pee.
I'll answer some questions. Go do your thing. So, let's see. The fact that this outright fraud of an election will be swept under the rug by those that perpetrated the crime, but by the American people themselves, is the final nail in the Constitution. You know, I think that's true. If it looks like there's fraud going on with this election, and I think it's unfortunate that a lot of people aren't as appalled by it or as angry about it, and it's just gonna go along like every other issues lately that's happened here, like the bump stock. It just rolled right along. I was really surprised that the ATF pushed or pulled their letter in the Federal Register about the brace, but for the most part, people just roll over. It's kind of soft. And I was talking to some friends from high school yesterday, and they were saying that in our lifetime, and I'm 40-ish, we have not seen any hardships like World War II from the generation before, like I don't know, like the Depression era. We've never seen any hardships. COVID's kind of our hardship right now, and it's not that bad.
So we talked about this earlier. I agree with you. We have not seen the havoc wreaked on different areas like we have, you know, the Great Depression era, where they're literally melting down copper to make bullets because there's a war going on. I have some steel pennies from that era that I collected, you know, but we've also never seen a time in history where the government has shut down businesses to the point where some of these people are melting down copper just to make money, right? Like,
sure.
I think it's a little bit more quiet because we're not doing it for a patriotic reason. So let me read this here and get caught up. The fact that
it's not a patriotic reason, it's more of a forced situation.
It's people's throats, yeah.
David, you're like also like 18.
Yeah, dude. What, you were 10? I'm just kidding, David. We love you.
You know, I don't remember much about the 2008 Depression. It wasn't too bad for me.
Because 2008 Depression was oil field felt that more than anything.
Right.
It's another one of those oil things, and it's another. I mean, it's another election year. That's the bottom line. It's every fucking election year, right? That was an election year, or no? Am I lying? 2016, yeah. 2008 was an election year. It's every election year. The top industries take a hit. And I don't mean top industries by grossing employees. I understand people are going to say, oh, well, you're in oil and gas. You just need to save your money. And that's not the point. The point is that the literal schools are shutting down in a lot of places. Schools, because oil has pulled out because they can't afford to work there anymore because of prices. Schools cannot provide lunches and repair their roofs and stuff like that because oil is not giving money anymore. The tax is gone. So I don't remember the 2008 Depression much because I was too busy working. It was a recession at most.
Yeah. I was working like, I want to say like almost 100 hours a week. Screw that. I'll never do that.
Where? What were you doing?
12 years ago. I was just practicing law.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So I don't remember much. I was just buried deep into the cases. Screw that. I'll never do that. That's why I'm out. I'm out. No more 100 hours a week.
It's not worth it, man. It's not worth your life.
No. Things starts. I mean, you take care of clients, and you don't take care of yourself. You don't have any joy, really. I mean, sure, you're making a boatload of money, but you're not spending it. You're not doing anything with it. You're just driving to work and working the whole time.
I wish my attorney treated me like that.
Yeah.
My attorney's like, wait, who are you? Oh, that's right.
Oh, I remember your case now.
No, I don't think she does. I think she just remembers when I remind her. But yeah, I mean, 2008 was bad. We've had a lot of bad years. Now, oil and gas, I deal in oil and gas, and then I also dabble in guns, right? So they're the two, in my opinion, the most attacked industries.
Right.
And I have a lot of friends that work in like wind energy, right? Like that's great. It has a place, but like we've talked about before, it's kind of like, show me how you're going to make your wind energy work without oil and gas. And
yeah, don't they need like 55-gallon drum of oil in their like the propeller system?
Yeah, I mean it's not a lot of oil to the size of the engine, to be honest.
Right.
It's a very small amount, but it exists. I mean, all of it is transported and made by petroleum products. So
right, exactly. That's what I was going to get at.
What they're going to say, and trust me, I know this, linemen are going to go, well, it's still early. We've got to phase out of the petroleum. Okay, well, you show me how to make what you're making out of electricity, right?
Right.
And that's the point that I'm trying to get across is like, there doesn't have to be one extreme or another. It's just like we talked about earlier with guns. There doesn't have to be you only buy $6,000 rifles and you never buy another $2,000 one, right? Like, there can be a balance. It's not an end all be all. Like, let's have just a general conversation.
Like a hybrid, right?
Yeah. Why not?
Like a hybrid.
Yeah. So we've talked about, I don't remember, decade or so ago almost now, I talked about making a pump jack. You know, the pump jack that goes up and down. It has a little engine an engine running back here that when it needs to crank up or start up, it runs off of the fuel produced by the well.
Right.
Why not make that an electric motor and have a wind turbine right there that whenever it needs to kick on, the electric motor starts the pump jack, right? That then pumps gas or oil, depending on where you're at, and combine them. Like
like a hybrid. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that would make too much fucking sense, though. So
yeah, we never do things the efficient way, right? Always the hard way.
We're gonna fuck everything. People also forget you still need oil to produce plastics. Yeah, and cell phones and all that. We don't need to. I don't want to try to make the oil field sound like it's just something we're all going out and doing charity. I mean, the money's fucking phenomenal, but it serves a purpose. So, other than your PS90, any other guns that you absolutely regret?
Absolutely regret. I mean, I don't have it here. It's a gold Desert Eagle. I've never shot it.
That's not a regrettable purchase, dude. To me, that's like a fuck you purchase. So I'm going to cross that one off your list.
Well, I mean,
that's a cool gun.
I want the tiger stripe though. The gold tiger stripe. So
have Jacob Cerakote it for you.
No, I need it from the factory. But yeah, that's I need to shoot it one day. Mine's only a 44 mag. I need a 50 AE. So the gold tiger stripe's going to be 50 AE.
I get it. I'm trying to think. I was just trying to think of what I would do what gun would I buy if I could buy it right now? Anything.
There's nothing I really want. I mean, other than like full auto.
Yeah, I'm not talking like some rare breed ass.
You know, I'd probably buy a 50 PMG. I'd probably buy a 50 just to have, because that's something I don't have.
Yeah.
But it's not something I would shoot often either.
I don't know. And that kind of is what makes me sad nowadays is I don't have a list anymore, right?
Yeah, my list is very small. I think I have the Mark 23 on there, and I kind of don't want it that bad. Yeah, Damascus Desert Eagle.
That'd be sexy.
the Mark 23, the HK-45 caliber.
Yeah, I mean,
I want it, but not really.
I'm trying to think. I mean, now, not to plug this, it's not my goal, but the Dakota Tactical serial number 1 things, that
yeah.
don't get me wrong, that would, but I feel like that falls into the same category with the rare stuff. That's not
Right.
I'm talking about just if you could actually right now, if I could just buy one gun that just off the shelf, I'd probably buy 3, and I'm not shitting you, 3 Sons of Liberty.
Oh wow.
I'd buy a 6.8 if they made it, because I'm still waiting on my the 6.8 that we bought, the SBRs.
Yeah.
I'd buy a short 6.5 Creedmoor.
Yeah.
I think Mike said 14.5 is as short as they'd go, and I'd buy a long 6.5 Grendel.
So I just bought the receiver set from Centurion Arms for my 6.5 Grendel in 13.9 inch barrel. I'm going to pin and weld it. So it's going to be 16 inch. We'll see how that shoots.
It'll shoot well. I mean, dude, we've stood there free-handed pegging 400 or 500 yards with some pistols that we never expected to reach that. So
yeah. So shooting a 107A1, which is a phenomenal Barrett, and you shot coyotes with it. Did it just disintegrate the coyote?
No, there's not. I can answer that question. There's not enough mass there.
Really?
It'll go right through it. Now,
there's not enough mass for the
not in the round. In the coyote, it's just butter. Now, you shoot a big pig from 600-800 yards, maybe 1,000 yards. Abso-fucking-lutely, it will. Now, it's still not going to make it like movie Pink Mist, but it will. It'll be a hole.
That's pretty funny.
It is, and we've tried to. So I doubt Junior is watching, but Junior, a friend of mine, brought his 338 Lapua loaded. I don't remember what it was loaded with, but it was some nasty shit. And he shot a pig with it, and I mean, it just about severed from here to about here. It won't take the head off completely, but it will sever the head. I mean, that's
incredible.
It's nasty. So
I want to try my 300 normal on a pig.
Yeah, bring it to Texas, dude. We can go up to the ranch. So
that'd be pretty awesome.
So I'll say this. That reminds me. I know there's a rare chance that the 20 people watching right now are anywhere near Texas. But if you are, just to have the conversation and hopefully help one person out. If you guys don't know who Casey Donahue is, he's a country singer. He made a post today that if you're in North Texas, around Kroll, Texas, and you're available tomorrow to meet at the courthouse at 8 a.m., apparently his buddy's dad has been missing since yesterday at 7 o'clock. And
oh, wow.
This is not, in my opinion, super wild country, but I don't know the age of this gentleman, so he could be 90 for all I know. But in some areas, this is not a suburb, right? This is still wild country out there, kind of. So I know 4 or 5 people that listen to us sort of frequently. They're at least within an hour or two. If you want to, drive out there, hit the courthouse at 8 a.m. tomorrow. They're going to go look for him again. It's been super snowy and cold as fuck out there. So wow. I hate to say this, and I hope I'm wrong, but unless this guy found some sort of shelter, he was missing yesterday at 7 p.m. He never came back.
Hopefully he didn't freeze. That's the worst, man.
I hope not. And this, I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. This is the town where I just went to my grandfather's funeral, right? Like, this is not a big town. The sheriff shut the highway down in every direction to do the funeral procession, right? Like, this is not a huge place. So there's a lot of guys on horseback. There's a lot of guys with dogs. I hope they find him, but
wow.
Again, if you guys like Casey Donahue, he's not only a decent singer, but he's an extremely good person. Go out there tomorrow and help them out. If you're within a few hours, drive out there. If I was within 3 hours, I would go help them tomorrow. But
that's crazy.
I'm like 6'7". I can't. I'm not saying it's not worth it. I'm just saying my luck, I'd get there and they'd find him. And I hope that's what's going to happen. But
Yeah, we'll all hope that. Locally, there's been a lady missing. It's the bizarre scenario. She's been missing for, I want to say 3 or 4 years now. Like
just
her car's here, and her purse is there. Just her cell phone's gone, and she's gone. But her door's open. It's weird.
That's an abduction, right?
No, they don't think it was an abduction.
Why is that?
They think she went somewhere, just went somewhere and gone.
So, okay, do you have any more? I want to know more about this because my wife if she's watching right now, she's going to start making comments. But what was her age? What was her demeanor like? Do you know any of that?
Let me look this up.
Yeah, Google that shit because I'm curious. Because leaving your purse behind, I completely understand. If you're trying to disappear, sure, but your cell phone.
She's been missing since. Oh shoot! She was last seen on the evening of October 6, 2014, and was reported missing the next day. I guess
3 years ago.
Well, it felt to me. It's 6 now, but she still hasn't been found. It's wild.
So she just from a store, from her house.
Let's see. She left without an apparent trace. Her cell phone was in her bed. Her purse with large amount of cash was on her bed on the kitchen counter. No immediate identifiable evidence of foul play.
Yeah, but leaving your cell phone and your purse and your ID and your cash behind is foul play, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not a fucking doctor, but we'll check this out. Chris said a boat went missing off the coast of Florida with 20 people on board. Looks like the U.S. Coast Guard just called off the search.
Yeah.
2021 kicking off.
I'll send you a link privately, Kyle.
Yeah.
I think your wife.
Just send it to my wife because I don't. I mean, I care. I hope she's found safe, but I don't give a fuck.
Okay, I'll send it to your wife. That's all I know about it.
He said, that sounds like she just took off for the Philippines for a restart or something.
I don't know. She's pretty wealthy, man.
Yeah, and in 2000, you said 16?
No, 14.
14. Things weren't that bad back then.
No.
I hope Tiger King comes forward and is like, oh, yeah, that bitch. I remember her. Oh, Carol Baskin got her.
Yeah.
But in all reality, I hope she's found safe. That's it. So if you want to go into tragedies of 2021 already, so I saw this story, and this is in San Antonio. A 4-year-old was shot and killed by her uncle, who supposedly had gone outside to do a couple just firing random rounds off in the air.
Okay.
That
for New Year's?
Yeah, for New Year's. Now, that was his story at first, and I haven't seen the most recent article, but the last article I saw said that he had lied. What it sounds like is a bunch of drunk adults took out a weapon and did an ND into a fucking child.
Dude, that's awful, man.
4-year-old.
Dude.
You just want
to strangle that guy.
Well, and this is where, and I say this with the loosest tongue on the planet. This is where I fucking understand why some radical Democrats, whoever you want to call them, I understand where they're fucking coming from. A 4-year-old was just killed by their uncle, which I'm not saying the uncle did it on purpose. There's no fucking way he did that on purpose, but he's drunk as shit. He's uneducated. And instead of checking in any way, shape, or form, he shot his 4-year-old niece.
Yeah, man. Not okay.
Don't get me wrong. Y'all are going to be like, oh, Kyle's for gun control. No, I'm fucking not. I'm not for government gun control. I think each individual should control their own fucking gun. But yeah. But yeah, 4 years old. So 2021 is off to a fucking start.
Yeah, man, that sounds terrible. I mean,
No,
dude, that's unforgivable, man.
yeah, I mean,
If the parents of the 4-year-old, that's unforgivable.
so let me ask you this, and this is completely hypothetical. Let's
Yeah,
forget that we're on the internet right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Some drunk guy
Yeah,
shoots a child in front of you.
yeah.
Do you
I probably choke
fire?
him out. I choke him out.
Yeah. Dude, if that was my kid, I don't know that I could have.
No, if you were talking about my own kid, yeah, I'd probably kill him.
Yeah, I'm ending that real quick. I'm going to have to fire on him because regardless of his intentions, he just shot my child. Like,
Yeah.
and that's not the first story. The other story around San Antonio, and this is just fucking San Antonio. Now, mind you, y'all remember San Antonio is the 7th largest city in the United States. You don't believe me? Google it. But one kid was ran over while doing fireworks and playing on her scooter outside, and some guy ran her over and then
What?
tried to run, and the parents fucking chased him down, pulled him out of his truck, and beat the fuck out of him until the cops got there. Like, that's a happy story. But
Yeah, I like that.
I don't know if she survived or not, but it didn't sound like she passed away, so that's good. What the fuck? We had a 3-year-old girl. All right, well,
Why is this happening, man? It's craziness.
I don't want to talk about this anymore. I apologize for bringing that up. That's my fault. I was trying to make conversation, but 2021 is getting off to a fucking start. Like, let's talk about something happy.
Yeah.
Take your shirt off.
I need my holster first from what is that company? Filster?
Phil, so did you actually order one or not?
I can't. It's still sold out.
Oh.
I would if it wasn't sold out.
So somebody tag Joe Rogan and Filster and tell them to get us a fucking holster.
I don't even want one from them for free. I just want to be able to order one.
Yeah, I never said anything for free. Just let us buy one.
Well, Kyle's not going to be up here. He chickened out.
It wasn't me. It was the fact that if I was to fly up there, the vehicle that I was going to drive back would not have worked with my class of license. So we had to fly somebody up that could drive it. It went from just a normal pickup to pickup and trailer and overweight, and the OSHA, DOT, ATF guy cannot get pulled over for driving in a wrongful vehicle. So we can still make it though. Don't you worry. We will make it happen.
Yeah, it might be like a April to April calendar.
Yeah, I mean, we could take 12 photos this year and just do it for 2022. I mean,
well,
don't act like y'all won't.
Well, might as well do like 18 photos so we can give them like a year and a half calendar.
Hey, nobody's doing that shit, so I'm down.
Yeah. Yeah, people are all about capitalizing money every year. We do it every year and a half.
I think that's a very good business plan. So did you see the receiver set I put up today on Review the Pew? Yeah,
I just saw it, man. I wish you would have told me. The Noveski Gen 1?
I didn't want to tell myself. So that was the one that we talked about on the last stream that I sent.
Yeah.
But I didn't buy just one, obviously.
Yeah.
So Scott Kelly actually sold me those, which I appreciate. If you guys don't know him, look him up. He has
2A armament.
Yep.
Second Amendment armament.
Yep. Second Amendment or 2A armament, depending on how you look at it. But yes, he is a. So if you guys look at the price on those, that's not what could those things pull from like a what's a auction site?
Gunbroker.
Yeah, so like a gunbroker. But Scott sold those to me for such a good price. I figured I would extend that out, right? Like he is he knew as soon as he showed me those that he could have sold me those for double what he did, but he didn't. Like, that's to me like stand up. So
Right.
I gave one and I put one up for review for just a very, very tiny markup, like just to get it out there. They're Gen
Right.
5s. I mean, this is before the death, right? So anyway,
Yeah.
I'll drive out and talk to you. What?
Oh, Mike Lawrence has been over here a couple times already. 3 times. I've seen him 3 times in Casper.
Yeah, dude, that's Michael. I'd like to have you on because number one, I want to hear how you talk. Number two, isn't he from South Texas? Or is he from
South Dakota?
Okay, so I'm mixing 2 people up. There's one from South Texas and there's one from South Dakota. And I know that seems like stupid place to get confused, but
yeah,
we talk to a lot of people, dude. So it's like when I see South, I just think, who am I thinking of?
No idea. I don't know. Wait, isn't San Antonio kind of South Texas?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's the guy I'm thinking of is down the road from me.
Oh.
And I swear it was Michael Lawrence, but
No, this Michael Lawrence is South Dakota. I've mailed stuff to him.
Oh, I know who I'm thinking of. Okay, my bad. Another old guy. No disrespect.
Another old guy.
I just messaged you the name. That's who I'm thinking of. I just, for some reason, I crossed the streams there. My bad.
That's funny.
Wait, Matt, go away.
If that's even your name.
Yeah, we don't even know who this really is.
It could be, was it Cameron DB, for all we know.
That's actually a fair assessment, Matt. How do you bounce back from that with your one-handed shit? No, Michael, that's not what I meant. I just meant, let's move on.
You motherfuckers.
Y'all want to talk about what Matt Warren did real quick or not? Because I sent him free stuff thinking he was one-armed. So
yeah, I don't want to. He came clean. That's okay. He came clean on that.
No, he came clean after he got caught, but there's no point in going on. But let's see.
What else are we going to talk about here?
Oh, I don't know, man. What do you got? What have you been up to lately? I know you've been up to some shit. I know you finished your gun house, basically.
Well, yeah. I mean, we've been broadcasting here for quite a few episodes.
But you've never done the walk around. You said next time you'd be ready for the walk around.
How am I gonna? I can't do it right now. I guess I could if I if you know what, the link on my phone, I can probably walk around.
It would probably freeze less than your face right now.
Probably. Let's see.
I mean, if you're not ready, you don't have to show us. But I want to see the room.
I have no problem showing. I'm just opening up another stream on my cell phone. So
your camera's starting to lag even more. So whatever you're doing is working. So for the 17 people watching, you're about to take a tour.
Whoa. I'm going to turn the audio down. Can do this.
Dude, your camera on your phone is actually better than this fucking camera I'm using.
Damn you.
It's okay. Hang on. What'd you
do? I don't know. Let's do it this way. Okay, so I'm gonna. How do I change the mic?
I'm gonna mute you. Don't worry. Okay, you go do your thing.
How do I change the mic on? Or not mic?
You're on. You're good.
No, I want to change the camera. I guess I'll have to hold it weird.
Oh, flip it around.
Yeah. So we'll start in the kitchen. I'm gonna turn on some lights. All right.
Remember, I haven't seen this either. So okay.
So this is the kitchen with all the drinks. So when customers come in and they want like a gun built, I offer them alcohol so they can buy more. And there's my stream set up there, and then there's alcohol up there.
Yeah, I mean, I want everybody to see what goes into the stream. Like, it's not just a fucking camera sitting on a, paper towel holder. Look at that.
It's whole setup there. And then that's the gunsmithing area right there.
Dude,
that's
I wish
not completely set up.
I wish you had photos of what it looked like when we walked through it the last time I was.
I might. Here's the vault.
Fuck.
I don't know. Can you see?
Oh yeah, we can see.
I need to put more up here and up there.
Yeah, God forbid you have some space. We get it.
This is the kitchen again. Conference room.
You kept that chandelier though. Look at that thing.
Yeah, so this was a doctor's office before,
Right.
like a hearing aid doctor. So this is what he had in here as an exam room.
You got a conference table and everything.
Yeah,
that's where Dr. Joe was doing his.
Yeah. Sound panels to deaden the sound, so it sounds better. Let's see.
Wait, go back to the portrait you have on your wall inside the conference room. You can't go by that fast. Look at that thing.
Oh, that one?
Fuck yeah.
That's heat.
I didn't know people actually bought those.
Yeah, I did.
Fucking
I buy a lot of stupid shit.
That's so awesome.
My kids play here all the time. Watch TV, play Nintendo Switch.
Dude, that place looks like absolutely amazing compared to what it did when you started.
So this is where I take all my Instagram picture. And that's the front door.
There's 24 tripods in there right now.
Yeah, for different purposes.
Do you guys understand?
I'm having a hard time talking because I keep hearing myself.
No, you're good, because if I muted your other deal, so you're hearing yourself on the just the speakers. But I hope everybody understands what goes into this shit, because it's not. What? There needs to be a boner emoji. Hold on, I muted you. Hang on. All right, you're good, dude. That place was kind of sketchy when we first saw it.
Yeah, let me see if I can post some pictures of it.
And now it's like
on screen share.
Yeah, it's awesome now. Good job.
So this was this took a while to do because it wasn't like I was here the whole time doing it. It just
it was run down. I mean, it was when there's free time, work on it. Trying to find pictures on here so I can show you guys the before. It was a disaster before. So I rented this place to a hookah lounge. They tried to do a hookah lounge here. It was awful, man. He did a piss poor job doing it. Oh, okay. I got all my pictures here. Select. I'll show you guys how shitty this was. God, this is gonna be a lot of pictures. There we go. I'm loading onto my computer here. Take your time, free to make.
Yeah. Oh, it's not nice and dark anymore.
So she said.
Yeah, well, there you go. Pictures are in, and I'll try and share these with you guys here. Oh shit! I fucked that one up. I screwed that up.
How?
Okay.
Share the screen.
No, I know you have to like add them to.
Oh, you're talking. Okay.
This.
No. I got you.
Add them. It's a pain. So
It's worth it though. I want people to see the progress. I mean, the floors alone, when we were in there, we were like,
crap. You know what?
You want to just message them to me? I'll share them. Just like 2 or 3.
I can. Yeah, it's not working because it's in a J format, which blows.
Send me dick pics and I'll show them up. I mean, house pics.
Yeah. That's a vault. We'll do this one.
Yeah, just the main ones, the dirty ones. You know what I mean?
I'll just send it here. Right. To Kyle. Kyle. There we go. It's going. So yeah, I couldn't do it on mine because it's not JPEG format.
That's all right. That's all right. Let me share my screen. Give me just a minute. Ooh. Here we go. Can you see this?
Yeah, that's the kitchen.
Yeah, so that's what we saw when we were walking through this place originally. Like,
and that's like looking out towards at the end over there is the that's where I do my pictures.
That's the Instagram photos. This is the living room where his TV is now, right? The vault is in here.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
Darth Vader's right there though. The silhouette of Darth Vader.
Wait.
That's the vault.
Wait. Oh, I didn't see that. To your left, yeah, and then the vault was literally a bank vault, right? And you put
it's literally a bank vault. Yeah, it's rebar reinforced, concrete, like super thick concrete. You're gonna have a hard time getting in.
How many photos did you send me? Because I'm scared to click next without doing something weird. You sent me more, right?
I don't know. Let me see. I sent you like 4.
If you see this now, okay, yeah. So this is the doctor's lounge. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, look at that. Do you guys understand? Like the flooring was changed, the walls were painted. Like there was a dungeon in this
office. This is actually not my main job. This is just my my shop for my upcoming FFL here.
Look at that. And now, what's the next one? Oh, the next one is the preview of the. All right, hang on. The next one is a preview of the post you were going to make. So, all right. No, but I mean, it, dude, that's come a long way. And I think it's funny that an idea actually turned into reality because for most people, that doesn't fucking happen. Like,
yeah, we were sitting next door to my wife's restaurant, right? And we're like, this could be a shop, an FFL. I'm like, you're right, because I never really realized it was a true bank vault.
Yeah.
And then I started looking into it more. Like the concrete below is like, I want to say 3 or 4 feet.
Yeah, it's like you're not getting in that motherfucker. Like,
and the ceiling's concrete, everything's concrete with rebar. So I was like, holy crap, this is a true bank vault. I need to utilize this for my own space.
Yeah, and it's right next door to your wife's restaurant. Like it is
right.
Literally like
before the stream here, I had my kids just walk over next door to the restaurant to be with mom so that we can stream.
Yeah, so I remember the last time I was there and we went and looked at that. We walked back to the restaurant and there was that big ass mule deer just
sitting in
the backyard, like
backyard of someone. Yeah,
you can't have that in Texas, buddy.
Yeah, that deer might not be around.
What are you playing with? I mean, what is the knife?
It's a giant mouse. It's their grand. It has I use this a lot. What's that?
I need to buy more knives.
I use this one a lot.
All right. Well, we are an hour 24. We still have 19 people. Guys, if you're watching this, give us topics. Like, let's have a conversation if y'all want to keep going. I peed at like an hour, so I'm good.
Mike had a beer here. He had soda here too. Last time he was here, we were talking in the conference room. It's pretty awesome.
I didn't realize he lived up north.
Yeah, he drove over and we had a chat. He even gave me a jacket. Let me go get it.
What?
Yeah.
The fuck, Mike?
It's a pretty nice kit. It's a really nice jacket, actually. It's a Carhartt. It's a free jacket from his company. Look at that. Oh, you got your cashmere? I got my Carhartt with his company's logo on here.
What's the logo?
Wheel coat?
Dude, that's you understand. That's like a $250.
Yeah, he gave it to me, man.
Yeah,
Brand new.
Those are not cheap jackets.
It's awesome.
Okay, Matt wants to know what our goals are for 2021. Well, number one, don't get catfished. I don't know, dude. What are your goals for 2021?
Like I was saying earlier, not to work out a little more. But that's my goal every single year, though.
Yeah, I mean,
not spend as much money on toys.
investments.
Actually, they are, at currently they are investments.
Yes. So, and that's not. Yeah, they're fucking investments, dude. Like, and I don't say that because right now things are crazy. I say that because in the long run, it'll come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll say it since my wife is still watching. But
yeah, tell us about your nonprofit.
Yeah. So
go get
you guys know. So I was, if you guys know the Facebook group that we're discussing that I was added to, back in about a year before Hurricane Harvey, right? If you don't know what Hurricane Harvey is, Google it. It hit the Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Georgia, Florida, the whole southern coastal region of the United States. But anyway, at that time, my wife had just started a t-shirt company, and we realized that me going down and helping during the hurricane and her donating money from shirts, that we could raise a lot of money. Well, flash forward to, I don't know, the last 4 or 5 years, Review the Pew has raised money, and Review the Pew didn't actually raise anything. The members, who are most of the guys watching right now, you guys raised money. Like, y'all raised so much fucking money that my accountant was like, or my tax guy was like, hey, you need to make a nonprofit. My wife switched her, I guess her focus or her degree, however you look at it, during college from, she wanted to do law when we first met. And about a year or so after, she realized she wanted to take that focus and shift it into actually helping people. So now her specialty, while being in criminal justice, is helping family and kids and things like that. So the nonprofit is, we just literally bought the website. Like, it's not completely formed yet, but we're forming a nonprofit to actually take our little, 3-4 times a year donation thing and make it full time. And
that's awesome.
And really do something, because this year, I mean, Review the Pew helped, like Review the Pew and my wife selling shirts, the Nuggets for Breakfast thing and all that stuff sold, I don't know, like almost $4,000 or $5,000 worth, which was just shopping carts on truckloads of toy. Like, it works, and we have the people behind us, so it's nice. But
yeah, no, that's especially the whole purpose of the nonprofit is pretty admirable. It's kind of tough to help kids in need, huh?
Well, so I'm going to say this with the most respectful way possible. The current statute of nonprofits they're not admirable. They are nonprofits because as long as that company, as you know, you're as practicing law, as long as the company doesn't make profit, they are a non-profit, right?
Right.
So you could have these guys making tens of millions of dollars,
right?
And as long as the company doesn't, so the way this really kind of, I guess you'd say, kicked off was my wife was interning. Her final hours for her bachelor's degree was to intern for a nonprofit.
Sure.
She found one that was brand new. She did the whole deed. She actually grew them on social media to the point where they were legitimate. We helped them with cameras and lights and the whole nine, guided them, if you will. And it came to the point where she was kind of on the teetering position. Like, do we start our own or do I work for these people? And we decided, let's give them a shot. And anyway, long story short, they ghosted her for a long time because they didn't want to pay anything. Like, she was doing it for free for 8 weeks after her internship had ended. She was just donating her time to help them. But that made us quickly realize that most nonprofits, unfortunately, not all, don't get me wrong, guys, I'm not talking shit on all of them. Most of them are here to make a profit for the individuals, right?
Right.
Thankfully, we've been blessed to not need that. So hers is going to be a one, like, if we can donate 90%, 95%, that's what we will do. Like, we're not,
and then minus the operating costs, right?
We don't know exactly what it's going to cost yet. We know that it's going to cost a lot, but like, dude, like 2 days ago, we got Bombas socks. If you guys are familiar with them, a local charity had a whole bunch of extra Bombas socks, so they dropped them off.
Wow.
If you guys don't know who those people are, they, for every sock you buy, they donate another one. But
that's awesome.
I wore those long before the donation, but if you want to prove it, I have boxes of socks in there that we're going to give out next week. I mean, I think they uphold their promise, but
wow, that's pretty awesome.
Ooh, that's a regret, dude. Not buying $100 Bitcoin.
Wow, that's incredible.
But anyway, so
yeah, I mean, hindsight, right? I wish I bought Apple back in 2009 too, right?
Yeah.
I wish I bought Amazon in 2009 too, right? Or whenever it was released.
Yeah, it's that thing, right? Like, you look at any stock and it's always at risk. And if you could have purchased the good ones, then
right.
Post a link. I'll challenge all 19 viewers. No, dude. Right now, Michael, actually, we appreciate that. But as of right now, we're not really ready to accept donations yet.
You're not talking.
You can't hear me?
Ooh. Or is it my headphones that are dying?
Can y'all hear me or not?
Maybe my headphones died.
No, I was just kidding. That was just me mouthing. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, yeah.
Okay. So Michael, we appreciate that. We will absolutely post that later. We still have to set up our 503c and all this other stuff to do that.
Right.
Until
that
then,
takes time.
Yeah, we don't want to accept any money right now. We donated so much during Christmas, but the point is that you guys, literally every single person in this comment thread, contributed to getting us to where we are. All of you guys were part of the group that kind of launched.
Yeah,
so we appreciate it.
Yeah, they I recognize a lot of names, so and I'm pretty sure they contribute one way or another.
All right. Well, what do you want to do now? It's been an hour and 30.
I don't know. People aren't bored of us yet because we're the douchey guys that keep coming on.
Dude, we've lost 4 followers in the last almost hour and a half, so I feel like we're doing all right.
Yeah, they're not dropping off, but they're not also adding back on quickly. So
yeah, have you guys tagged Joe Rofin yet? Because somebody should tag Joe Rofin.
You know, I take that back. Joe Rofin might show up, but Joe Rogan won't.
I don't know. Y'all realize he's like an hour and 15 minutes up the road, right? He is right there.
Doesn't he live in Austin or something?
Yes, it's right there.
Isn't Austin pretty a liberal town?
Liberal as fuck. Yes,
it's because awful. The college is there, right?
Dude, no, it's awful. So 3 weeks ago, I went up there to pick up some tables and stuff from the from that guy that was doing the I don't know if you saw it.
I did.
We're just gonna say it in snobs. The guy that was selling the tables and stuff. Well, he was in Austin, so I drove up there, and on the way there, 35 was closed, so I had to detour around.
Yeah.
Every time you go under 35, it's like I meant to take photos, but I didn't. It's like tents and trash and
Oh, really?
parts.
It's like Los Angeles or big city, like San Francisco.
Dude, it's fucking awful. It's the most disgusting display of Texas I've ever seen in my fucking life.
See, that's not okay. I don't know what the mentality is. Why it's okay for homeless people to just put up tents and just be on the sidewalk. Granted, it's public street, but it's also not a living quarter, right?
Well, it's all under the bridge, and there's like a Christmas tree with like a kid's bike, and like all these kids' toys out there, and I drive by and I'm like, that's really fucked up. Like,
yeah, I don't understand that.
Some kid is living in a tent, and mind you, this is Texas in December. You know, it's not bad weather. It's 50s at night, 70s during the day, but still, it's pretty fucked up.
I mean, and then probably human feces all over the place too.
Dude, the trash was it was disgusting.
Yeah, how can you be proud of living there, when stuff like that's happening? And then you can't even go outside for like a walk or a run, anything like that, because you might step in something that you don't want to step on.
Yeah, you run outside. My kids have to run outside and step in their dog shit. These kids have to run outside and step in hepatitis. Like that.
Yeah, right.
Reality. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Michael, you're right. Thank you, California, for moving to Texas. I mean, it's bad, but
it's spreading like COVID.
Yep. But anyway, we're at an hour 40. I guess we could
call it quits.
Yeah. I got nothing tonight. If y'all have something fiery, message us and we can talk tomorrow too.
Yeah, I'm free. I don't have much going on.
Yeah, but before we go, let's remember one thing.
Yeah. That, and click like, subscribe, do all the good things to help us.
That's
spread Despop shots.
Yeah, I mean, if you enjoyed this, I mean, we had 15 people watching all night, which is solid. So share it around, tell everybody to watch us, and maybe we'll not make money one day.
Maybe we'll do real Despops, huh? And then maybe that'll get people to show up.
I tell you what, I'm just calculating. There's nobody above this room. If you guys get us, what do you think? 100,000?
Okay. We're not gonna put a live round in there. We'll just do like primer only, right? Primer and the casing only, because we're not shooting our own house up.
You guys get us 100,000 followers. I will put a live round through my brand new ceiling.
Okay.
There's no room above me. It's just shingles.
Yeah, I do need a water trap.
100,000, dude. We're not going to reach that, so don't worry about it.
No, look at what your wife said.
She won't. She'll be fine.
I mean, you can get a big enough Christmas tree that'll poke through the ceiling.
The hell you are. Okay, 100,000 in 2 months. Let's do that.
100,000 2 months.
That's fair.
So
all I said
March 1st, by March 1st, 2021.
Yes. All I said was a live round. 2021. Oh, she's gonna fucking kill me, but it's fine.
Yeah. If anything, I'll just do a primer and casing.
All I said was a live round. Remember that. It'll poke a hole. It's gonna be bad. But if we hit 100,000 by then, I'll do it. No problem. We won't do it. All right, guys.
Yeah. All right. I'll talk to you guys.